Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Immortal Empires and Part 17, my Cylostra Direfin Campaign. We're fighting a small band of pirates. Yes, again, because I don't trust Auto-Resolve. Although, to be honest, I quite enjoy watching my gunners shoot people in the face, so I'm kind of okay with it, you know? I mean, I could just, like, fight the battle and then not record it, but who doesn't enjoy watching zombies get shot in the face? Like these guys. Here they come. There they go, staggering around like they've just come in from a night out. And there we go, gunshots to the face. Exploding heads. Blood everywhere. It just feels right, doesn't it? I should play Total War Empire again. I do like gunpowder. Oh yes. Victory is already in our grasp. I mean, it's not hard to see why. And these guys, yep, that's not going great for them. They do have some units flanking on the left and the right, but that's not really too much of a concern. Mortars taking out this little blob over here. We do have some depth guard that haven't been focus fired on yet, so we need to deal with them. On our right flank, we've got some zombie pirate deckhands and a gunnery mob, and it looks like Seaman Staines is moving over to deal with that. And on the left, we've got we've got the Vampire Fleet Admiral. We've got Ellie has spawned some rotting Prometheans. And what you see that they're not actually attacking, they're just going around the flank. And that's because I want my gunners to have a nice little arc there. So we're going to make them moist. And then we're going to shoot them in the rear. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it, guys? Now you're getting shot in the back. Not ideal at all. Deeply unfortunate. The enemy Vampire Fleet Admiral is advancing. It looks like we do have some zombie pirate deckhands over here. And Seaman Staines was actually fighting a huge horde of depth guard, I think, but he dealt with them, or she dealt with them fine. She dealt with them fine. Ellie is chasing after the enemy captain, who is getting shot in the back, and now sliced, and now he's continuing. Yep, now he's getting. Okay, he's dead. His head fell off. Nice work. Eight losses? 8 losses? Really, Ellie? 8 losses? You're losing your touch.
Take the treasure. The blood's mine.
I could take the money. You know what? I'll just share the loot. May as well. May as well keep Ellie sweet. We did get 8,000 for that, so that's fine. I'll take that. In fact, I just did. Okay, and Ellie, we're going to bring you over because we're heading straight for Galleons Graveyard now. There he is. There he is. There he is. We can just see the outline of there. So it's sort of like a little island, just made out of little causeway bits. Little causeway bits, like the Giant's Causeway in Ireland. And Ellie is I don't really like the Rotting Leviathan. And I'll tell you for why. Because, okay, it gives them some armour. I don't think... The problem is you lose your other additional... She doesn't have many buffs, though, does she? What weapons has she got? Helm of Discord, that's some armour. Armor piercing weapon strength. Okay, I don't... So I think it's going to reduce her melee attack, probably-ish, and weapon strength. Makes her a bit faster. And to be honest, it makes her a much larger target. So actually, I don't like the Rotting Promethean. I don't think it's a good mount, so I think I would prefer Ellie to stay on foot. I think that's what I'm going to do. I would quite like the blunderbuss, though. Let's go with Always Ready. Death is always just a shot away. Oh, what a deeply distressing saying. Cylostra, can we get a little bit closer? Yes, we can. Okay, what garrison do they have? They have quite a beefy garrison, but they don't have... You don't have any walls here. So they don't have any defences. And there's no army here to protect them. And Noctilus does not know we're coming, so this is going to go very bad for Noctilus. Whether he has his swanky beard or not. Okay, Jake Heel. Let's get... I like blunderbuss. I like multiple shots. It's just how I roll. How public order here is actually okay. I think mostly because of the military crackdown. You know what? It's actually just getting better in general, so that's actually quite nice. Let's buff up the fallen gates. Let's get the pirate wharf. Because is that right there? Yeah.
Master.
Let's get that. Because that's going to give us more money, which is what we want. We need some income. I mean, we're getting a lot of income from just fighting battles anyway, and obviously picking things up at sea. So that's all good. We also do have the pirate skull over here, which I could...
No prey, no pay.
I think Captain Sharky can get this. I reckon he is he's ready. He's ready and raring to go. I might swap out... If they've got artillery, it can be problem. We can take a lot of damage. I could go for a carronade. George, what do you have? You've just got... Okay, you've got drowned dead, so that's potentially not the worst. Can we give you earthing rod? Don't really care. Trickster shards, not really much of an issue. Don't really have to worry too much about that. What does Captain Sharky actually? Does he actually have any magical items? He's got a dragon helm. Is that the best we can give him? 4 armor, 3% hit points. That is... I quite like the damage resistance there. Okay, let's give you that. Tormentor Sword I quite like. Luckstone is fine. We don't have any of them. Colonel Claw has literally nothing. We could give him the Dragon Helm. Could give you a Sword of Strife. And you do have some physical resistance. So if we gave you some magic resistance, on the other hand, I could just give you the Opal Amulet, which makes... Let's give you that. And a Potion of Strength, I think, would come in useful. Jake-Eel, I don't really think we need to give you anything, to be honest. And George, we could give you... Let's give you the Shrieking Blade. Let's give you that. Potion of Speed, I mean... Sure. Sure, let's do something like that. Okay, that is fine-ish. I could actually, and probably what I should do, now I've got sentries in command, is recruit another lord and pop them in the... The only problem being that if they don't get recruited with a loyalty greater than 5, then you can't actually assign them. So it's actually better to get the... It's actually better, I think, to get the legendary admirals, because they don't have loyalty. Their loyalty is always maxed, as far as I can tell. It counts as maxed, so it's best to get those. We could actually do that. We could get Trusty Montfort here. He does cost 2k to recruit, but we could just kick him out afterwards. We'll probably do that.
Get the hands.
I think that's what we'll do. I'm fairly sure there's probably some people out there screaming that I should have done it about 5 episodes ago. And to those people I say, yes, I agree. But that's not how I roll. Oh, hello. Is that Katep? Is it Hatmus again? Is Hatmus come to town? Did I see Mummy kissing Hatmus claws? What type of mummy would be the question? Probably literal, not the literal mummy, more like the wrapped in bandages kind. Okay, so if you're a legendary captain, you can't ambush, which is a bit of a problem because I think that's them there. Are they coming down here? That's the question. Of course, the answer is probably yes. Let's go with... let's give you a monkey jacket, I think. And let's go, just go by the fallen gates. Is there anything we can pick up here? We could get some sirens, and I do like the sirens. But no, before I do anything else, let's do this. Right, Trusty Montfort, you're up. Right, we could make you... What do I want to do with you? Fleet Treasurer, income from all buildings, 10%, and right cost and recruitment cost. That sounds quite nice. Campaign movement range, that's also quite nice. I don't really have any deck droppers, terrorgeists, or scurvy dogs. Ammunition, I don't really have a massive problem with that. And leadership, not so. Let's make you a treasurer.
Admiral of the fleet.
I'm fairly sure this continued. All right, so this should have taken effect, I think. So if we now get rid of you, right, we should have the additional income and no additional upkeep. Is what I'm going for. Okay, because we've got someone. That's the outline of an army camp somewhere. They're coming this way. I don't know if they're actually going to come this way, but I'm going to assume that they are. They will be.
The storm calls.
Okay, we have to. If we can land here, this is going to upset Noctilus, but who cares about Noctilus? He's now got a giant old crab. So Crabbington has landed, and he's huge. Look at him. Look at him. He's massive. Such a unit. Absolute bloody unit. Emmett has potential. He is potential personified. Let's make him hard to hit. Yes. Liking that a lot. Ellie's on her way. That's excellent. Like that. Do we have anything else to do? We've got... Oh, Evelyn. Where's Evelyn? There she is. Let's come down here. There's the Great Arena. There is Nagarond. Okay, yes. Putting a pirate cove in there, I feel like would certainly be... That would work, wouldn't it? That would work. Okay, well, we'll save our money. Let's see where these bloody Tomb Kings are coming from. Hello, Malekith. I don't know who's winning the Vortex race, to be honest. It's not really important. Okay, they don't appear to be. Where have they gone? Are they dead?
The sea knows my fate.
Does it now? Good to know. You know what? I think this army's fine. I think this army's fine. We're going to go and take... I don't know where that...
Serve for eternity.
We'll assume they've buggered off. Is it right to assume that? That's the question.
Master.
Okay, that's upgrading. I would like to get this, but that's 8k, and we need to get...
Sailed the world.
Well, you haven't really sailed the world, have you?
Of course.
Okay, let's just scooch over here.
The sea's calm.
Daisy has got another skill points, which we're going to pop in. Yeah, let's put it in Swashbuckler. So then you've got 71 melee attack, and that is going to make you
Admiral
pretty
of the fleet. Seen this one
pretty
in my
competent
mirror.
in combat. And Seaman Stains, we're going to give you Curse of Undeath. Yes. Because that's what Ellie needs. Right, we'll just next turn we can land. Oh, there's another Skull Island over there. We can grab that one. That'll be 40k that we can put into our little pocketses. We could actually get rid of these now, couldn't we? Because Vampiric Corruption is fine. So, let's just knock these down. And I'm going to upgrade the Ziggurat of Dawn. Something like that. How does
I have
Marathi
great
feel?
many things to see to, so be quick.
Okay, well, that's fine. As long as you're not trying to kill me, I'm happy. Someone asked how the vampiric corruption with the orcs was doing. It's fine, unless you're an orc. Unfortunately, that the rebellion centres spawn and then throw themselves at the garrison and then end up killing themselves. So it's not quite working out how I wanted it to. But, you know, they are rebelling. It's just the rebellions aren't actually doing any damage. So, sort of, not... But basically, if I want to take these settlements, I'll have to do it the hard way. But I don't really want to do that because that would have been going to war with the greenskins. Not that actually the greenskins would put up too much of a fight, but I've got other shit to do. I just don't have time to fight angry, naked orcs. It's just not high up on my things to do list. High up on my things to do list is take out this Carlil Lothreef. If you don't know who that is yet, then I'm sure we will find out later. He's only just behind me on infamy. I don't know if he's... I did notice in my stream that he got I think he got to triple figures. He was at 560 odd thousand infamy, and then suddenly dropped to negative 200, and basically I think the number overflowed, so he went all the way to negative. So he was the least infamous pirate by a long way. Okay. You're coming back. Is that a problem? An ocean of opportunities. Conversations with several captured admirals have brought information to light regarding several potential targets. We only have time to strike one, however, so must choose wisely. Which convoy should we attack? I mean, we've already done the exotic good haul. Let's do the Dark Elf Slavers. A convoy of Dark Elf slave ships are heading back to Slavers Bay laden with captives raided from Ulthuan's coast. We should free them. Not for altruistic reasons, you understand, but because the potential as fresh recruits as go on account of us to join the crew. Drowned, raised and bound, they'll be worth more than a cutter full of gold sovereigns. Is that true? Don't know if that's true. We'll get the Dark Elf Slavers. And they are down there. Okay, well that's pretty close to here, where we are at the moment.
The fleet master has spoken.
Yes, good. Okay, let's now take Galleons Graveyard. Yes, we're going to declare war. Oh, you've got those guys as allies, have you? You know what? I don't really care. Yeah. Well, it's a little bit damp here at Galleons Graveyard. They don't have fortifications. They do have a ruddy great, whatever the hell that is, Vortex. I guess that must be the whirlpool over there. And this must be the garrison. So they've got a Necrofex. Have we seen one of these before? I don't think we have actually. Oh, they look so cool. Look at them go. Oh, just the way it moves. It looks so good. Some rotting Promethean gunnery mobs. So these are rotting Prometheans with handgunners on top of them. We've got some sirens. There's some depth guard there. It's quite a strong force. But we've got not just Cylostra, but also Ellie coming in as reinforcements. So here we can see Ellie's reinforcements pouring onto the battlefield. I'm going to be honest, I don't think we're going to need them. I think we're going to be fine. Here's Billy Sea Urchin, who is the enemy general. Just a gunnery white. Not sure how well he's going to be doing. Considering, you know, we've got Sir Crabbington. A nice big blob of depth guard and sirens here. Can we drop some explosives on them? What's Queen Bess aiming for? Looks like... Oh, they've got a mortar. Okay, well that's no big deal. So Ellie's moving her forces into place. The deckhand mob opening fire. Of course, their shots are magical, so they're going to do a lot of damage to these sirens. Oh, a nice shot there from Queen Bess. that did quite a lot of damage, backed up by some mortars. Okay, they're advancing more quickly now. They're moving into our hand-gunner range. And handgunners opening fire and just cutting through. Depth guard going down so hard. The Siren's just getting absolutely destroyed. In comes Richard to stop them from advancing. The Necrofex Colossus is moving up and opening fire. But we've got so much firepower here, and just our heroes just holding them back. Emmett is fighting the Necrofex Colossus one-on-one. And winning quite hard, actually. Wow, I mean, like, seriously, just wrecking that thing. It's down. It's down. It's lost a leg. Oh, I feel quite bad for it. Oh well, it's dead. As is most of the enemy army, to be honest. Cylostra has moved up. She is just destroying these rotting Prometheans. No problem. There's some depth guard there, but they're not really doing much better. Just getting thrown around, and in fact, they've just completely crumbled. Taking a little bit of fire. There's some bombers over here. So these guys have bombs. I'm going to be honest, I've not found them to be particularly useful. But Cylostra is taking quite a bit of damage. Richard is racing off after the gunnery wight, who then just instantly dies. I mean, that was easier than I thought it would be. Well, that was easy. What, was going to be slightly trickier than that? Oh, I could sack it. That'd be an awful lot of money. But we're going to occupy. So we've got Galleons Graveyard. What do we have here? The Dead Pirates Workshop. Okay, so that gives us the Rotting Promethean Gunnery Mob. They're quite nice. We've got Smuggler's Jetty. We actually have the Tomb of the First Mates as well. Is there a special building we can build here? Yes, the wreck of the Heldenhammer. The wreck of the Grand Theogenist flagship has large bulkheads and hundreds of cannons that could be salvaged for a much greater purpose. Holy crap, weapon strength plus 10% for artillery units, all armies. Well, I'm building that. Do we really need Vampiric Corruption here? It's not going to spread to anywhere, and Vampiric Corruption is... I think we can probably safely get rid of that. The growth we will keep. Because it's going to take us a little while. Well, you know what? I think we'll be okay, actually. But we'll keep it. Got a Mangrove of Mutants, Mangrove Monsters even. We've got a Cave of Flying Horrors. I could keep that. We could keep that. What I do want is, do we have any garrison here? I don't think we do. Buried treasure. I don't think we're going to... Well, you know what? No, actually, yeah, we are probably going to make quite a lot of money here, aren't we? Public order is important. I'll keep that. The Night Pyres we can get rid of. Everything else is fine. I will... Okay, we'll get a Plunder Pyre. Plunder Pile. You wouldn't want to set fire to it. That would be the worst thing to do to plunder. We'll get one of those, and then we'll get the wreck of the Heldenhammer, and that will give us... God, look at those bonuses. Nice. Liking that, and allow the recruitment of Necrofex Colossus. Ooh, I want me a Necrofex Colossus. Want me one of those bad boys. How much? We've got a lot of growth. We just don't have the money. I could build... I could build... But I could get a Necrofex Colossus here. In fact, that would be very, very easy to do. I do want a Necrofex Colossus. I mean, that... Meh, who needs that? What I need is more money. That's what I need. Well, yes, we have seen you in battle, Cylostra, so yes, you are pretty bloody fierce. I could give you more health. Haunting... No, let's go for Haunting Horrors, just because I like the sirens. I like my ghost units. In fact, I've been thinking, because it definitely looks like Kemmler and Krell are going to win the poll that is currently up. Have a look in the description below if you want to vote, although I'm going to be honest, unless you're voting for Kemmler and Krell, it seems pointless at this point. I think the next closest one is Vlad, and he's at like 8% compared to currently Kemmler and Krell was on 33 or so. So you'd need to vote a lot for Vlad. So it looks like Kemmler and Krell. And what I was thinking was maybe no vampires, because Kemmler, right? He's just a necromancer. He's not one of the midnight aristocracy, is he? So I was thinking maybe like a self-rule, which was no vampires. Except for the legendary vampires. Unless I can confederate with a vampire faction. That was my thinking. If I can confederate with a vampire faction, then I can recruit vampires. But until that point, no vampires. Just necromancers and wights and banshees. Because obviously, you know, raise the dead and stuff. So that what I was thinking. That would be quite nice. And maybe like a self-victory condition to take to build the Crypt of Nagash at the Black Pyramid. Maybe do something like that. Anyway.
The real star is.
Yes. Master Bakes. We're going to give you a blunderbuss. Let's do that. And good job there. We've taken Galleons Graveyard. We're going to use that as a base to attack from. In fact, there's a Skull Island over there. We're going to grab that as well. It's in King Sanaket is over there. I reckon we can...
Admiral of the fleet.
Yeah, we're going to go and grab this. Okay, Hidden Pirate Cove. So we're going to raid the Cove. Hopefully, it's not going to be too bad. That's actually fine. That is actually fine. I was worried about them having more artillery, but actually that is fine. Yeah, this should be Margaret Sharp. Probably fine.
Infamy.
It's probably fine. This should get their attention. Yep, that worked. Amazing. Okay, good. So they've got 2 pieces of artillery, this cannon over here, and a mortar. They've also got quite a few units of depth guard that need to be dealt with, and a rotting Leviathan. This is quite a strong force for poor old Sharky to deal with, but I think he's up to the challenge. I think he's ready. He's ready for the big league. Ready for the big... Wait, where is Sharky? That's Jake Heel. Oh, there he is. Found him. There he is. There he is. He's giving it beans. Giving it absolute bloody beans. There he goes. It's quite a long polearm though, isn't it? Nope, he likes it. That's fine. I'm not judging. I'm just trying to give, constructive criticism. Okay, they're moving into gunnery range. There goes the shanty, as you can hear, and we are going to, as per usual, absolutely fucking murder them. This Leviathan is getting a little bit close, and it's been yet uninjured. So we're going to move the depth guard pole arms up to deal with them. This unit of depth guard just got absolutely wrecked, but we still got 2 units of depth guard moving in on our left flank. We need to deal with those. We're moving some of the our depth guard up to assist, and Sharky, Captain Sharky, is currently moving in on the enemy fleet admiral. You're not paying attention, are you? Uh-oh. Hello. So that's going to be a little bit of a clash there. Good stuff. We've got our depth guard. We've also thrown in some rotting Prometheans, and there's also George there trying to deal with a rotting Promethean, rotting Leviathan, sorry, trying to hold him back. Colonel Claw is going to assist with the depth guard on this flank. We're trying to pin them down with some of the rotting Prometheans and also some zombie pirate deckhand mob. That should let Colonel Claw do the damage he needs to do. And so the rotting Prometheans very tanky, and the depth guard don't have armor piercing. So they're not actually good at hunting through armour. Down the Leviathan goes. That's him dead. On this flank over here, we've got some zombie pirate deckhands. And our depth guard are holding their own against the enemy depth guard. But we've managed to spawn a unit of zombie pirate gunnery mob right behind them. They're going to start opening fire and cutting down these zombies. Over here we've got another pirate deckhand mob fighting some depth guard, backed up by rotting Prometheans. The depth guard with polearms do have armor piercing, but not as much. Well, no, the melee attack is pretty good actually. Take that back. No, they should be able to deal with the rotting Prometheans fairly well. But the zombie pirate deckhand mob are going to be like just clogging them up, basically, clogging them up, not letting them get the work done that they need to. So this unit of depth guard is being protected by this unit of zombies on their flank for the moment, but as you can see, we're cutting through them. The zombies aren't going to hold on forever, and the rest of the enemy army is pretty much just crumbling away. The Vampire Fleet Admiral is continuing to duel Captain Sharky. Captain Sharky's got some friends though, got some crabby friends. Did you just shoot my crabby friend in the face, you absolute bitch? Get her, Sharky. Show her what for. Sit, little snip. Little snip. And down she goes. Oh, wow. Good job, George. That's exactly what we wanted. Could take the replenishment, but that's not an awful lot. You're loyal anyway, so I guess we'll just take the more money, thanks. And Captain Sharky has Campaigner. Good. We've got a scroll of shielding, which is that's all right, and 20k, which is exactly what we wanted. That's the best. That's what we wanted. Okay, good. Right, head back. Can we get onto land? We can. That's excellent, because then we can replenish. Captain Sharky has got a skill point. We're going to pop that in Reanimated Marksman, and I think we're going to be fine. I was a little bit worried we might not get back in time to defend Fallen Gates with a full army, but I think we're going to be absolutely fine there. Colonel Claw is going to get... I'm going to give him Killing Coal, actually. That's what I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him that. Okay, we've got lots of money to do lots of buildings. So...
Madame Cylostra Direfin.
let's get Moonraker. And we also want to get the Trident Launcher. And could getting the ship's wheel hurt? I don't think it could, really, so I guess we'll grab all of that. We've basically, George did all the hard work, and now we're just pimping out. It's like Pimp My Ride, except it's a boat. Did they ever pimp a boat? Probably not, would be my guess. But that's what we're doing. So we're getting a brand new sail for Cylostra, so that's very nice. We're getting a nice Trident Launcher as well. And the ship's wheel, of course, we need the Trident Launcher. We need another 12k, is it, for the next rank? But there is another vampire skull over here. Pirate skull. So we can go there and grab that. And we also want to... Dark Elf Slave? Oh, yes. I don't know who those are. We also want to get the Pieces of 8, one of which is over here. So we're going to have to head up there. We've also got to go over there. We also need to get an agent over here. Could we actually get someone... Hello, Timothy, Arthur the Stasher, Jimbo Mandel. Let's get Jimbo. Jimbo.
Stromfels favors this one.
Good, glad to hear it. Well, okay, he will become... In fact, does Ellie have... Ellie doesn't have a Mongol. Maybe I want to give her one. A Mongol, that is. Could do that. Could actually give her a better army as well while she's here. But we're going to send Jimbo over here to... There's a lot of vampire corruption here. Is that because... the Shrine of Loek. Yes. We're going to send him over here because we need this to get the Borderlow Flabellum on the next part of the quest. We will send Ellie northward to get this piece of 8. And we will send Cylostra southward to get the other bits. Because I want all of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Really? The Stone of Schwan all the way down here? Are you... That's miles away. And it's riddled with elves. Ugh. Okay, well, we're going to have to send Cylostra after that one. Thankfully, she's got that new sail, so she should be able to get down there a little bit quicker. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this episode, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.